Y'all, we can do whatever we want. What do we do?
There's one thing this video needs.
Apartment 4.
Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 5. So when the new Flash suit for this season was revealed before the season actually even started, it was received, you know, fairly positively by most people, but there was, well, one thing that I think most people tended to agree on, and still tend to agree on to this day, and that is that the head area of the suit is sort of missing something, that being a chin strap. Now, a Flash suit can work easily without a chin strap. Obviously, we had a chin strap on the Flash suit from seasons 1 to 4, but in season 5 we don't. But, you know, in previous iterations of the Flash in various media, it's worked without a chin strap. We've not only seen it in both the comics and the animated stuff, but we've also seen it in live action stuff, such as the 1990s Flash TV show with John Wesley Shipp, which obviously that, you know, same designed suit, not the same suit, but the same designed suit, showed up again in the Elseworlds crossover recently. Though it was brief, it still showed up and it still looked pretty good without the chin strap. And of course, even if you don't like the overall suit used in the Justice League movie, the headpiece for that suit still works without a piece over the chin, or, you know, like a chin strap. It still works fairly well. Now, the chin strap on the Flash Season 5 suit, or the lack of it, it's not like it doesn't work because of Grant Gustin. People have been saying, oh, it just doesn't work because of Grant Gustin's head. It's not because of that, because Stephen Amell rocked it, and it still didn't look that great. It's just the general design of it, the neck, and how open it is. That's the issue with the Season 5 suit in regards to the heads, like the head design. It's not because of Grant Gustin, because it's, you know, Stephen Amell wore it, and it still didn't work. So you can't blame it on Grant Gustin like some people have tried to do. Now, personally, I can live without the chin strap coming back into the suit. I've sort of like dealt with it and I'm just fine with it. Like, sure, in some suits, the headpiece does look pretty bad, but overall it doesn't bother me as much as it does to others. But is there, you know, some hope for those that, you know, that it does bother? Could we be getting this version of the suit, but with the chin strap? Well, possibly. There is some evidence to the chin strap returning from some stuff we have seen in this season of The Flash so far. Now, I do want to give a shout out to a subscriber, Guy on YouTube, for a question that sort of inspired the main topic for this video. But do leave any other questions or topics you have in the comment section down below, and I might choose one and, you know, shout you out like I did Guy. I love involving you guys that, you know, watch as much as possible in the videos. And also just, you know, comment your various opinions on this topic in the comment section down below, and, you know, leave a like on the video if you're going to enjoy it. So the obvious piece of evidence to talk about in regards to all of this is, of course, the 2024 newspaper that, you know, came out shortly after Barry, or the Flash, disappears following this particular Crisis event that may or may not be the Crisis on Infinite Earths event that we are getting in next year's crossover event. But yeah, in that image on the newspaper, we can see that Barry is wearing a Flash suit that has a chin strap. And we still have that exact same image presently on the Flash whenever that article is brought up or referenced. However, that was introduced back in season 1, so you could say, oh, okay, well, they did it back then, you know, things changed. So let's move on to something that was first seen this season that sort of helps support the whole return of the chin strap. And that was back in episode 3 for this season, when we started off the episode by like flashing forward to, I think it was 2032, I think it was. And this was obviously post-Crisis, so Barry is gone at this point, he's disappeared. And this was when a young Nora walked through like the Hall of Villains in the Flash Museum. But before this, we did get like an exterior shot of the museum, which had a statue of the Flash himself on the outside. I mean, it's the Flash Museum. No surprise, there's a statue of the Flash. And he seems to be in a suit fairly similar to this season's suit. Not going to say it's exactly the same, because that would be a lie, because how can we be 100% sure? But it's, you know, fairly similar. Like, it's tight fitting, looks sort of the same. But you can see that the statue has a chin strap. Now, hopefully it comes through my video properly. If you can't see it, I will leave a link in the description down below to a scene on YouTube, and you can watch it, you know, watch it yourself in whatever quality you want, and hopefully you'll be able to see it if you can't see it in this video. But yeah, so there are two main pieces of evidence from future stuff in regards to the chin strap: the newspaper and then the actual museum statue. But in regards to what has been said by people involved with the suit in real life, so, you know, outside of the show but involved with the show, if that makes sense. The main one being Grant Gustin, who of course plays Barry Allen and the Flash. He did hint at the chin strap coming back in his like what would you call it, the comment section of his Instagram around the time of the suit reveal, I think it was. Or it might have been around the time of the leak. I think it was around the time of the actual proper suit reveal because they were like a day apart anyway. Because as I was saying, most people liked the suit, but just couldn't get on board with the lack of chin strap. But Grant's comments could have been seen as him like insinuating that we as the audience will just get used to this new suit without the chin strap and in hand like get over the lack of a chin strap. That could have been what he was going for, because people have asked me like why was the chin strap removed, and the simple answer to that is, well, comfort. Grant Gustin like hated the cowl he wore from seasons 1 through to 4. It was like uncomfortable. Like the suit in general was just annoying for him to put on and off. Like the suits in general just weren't comfortable for him. Like he said this on multiple occasions in either interviews or even like panels that he went to. So it's not just the headpiece or cowl change, but also the entire suit change to a sort of like a spandex sort of material. That was like to make Grant Gustin more comfortable in the suit. And not only to get easier like in and out of, but just, you know, just more comfortable to sit around set in. Now, one thing that I know some people might be thinking to themselves is that, well, the flash ring is from the future. Nora brought it back with her, so that must be like Barry's suit from like the last time he was there in the future, right? Because maybe that flash ring is from the Flash Museum. Well, no, the suit that Barry has currently on the show that he's wearing, you know, this season, the one without the chin strap, could be like the second, third, or fourth last like iteration or design of the suit that he used before disappearing. Because you would have to think the final design of the Flash suit, the one in the newspaper article, and presumably the one that's, you know, used to design the statue outside of the Flash Museum, is the one that disappeared along with Barry, you know, and that, you know, in that same flash ring as well that would have, you know, held that suit. And yeah, you could make the argument that they could have like they could have made like backup suits and like backup flash rings and stuff, but it is basically like almost like a running joke on the show, like at this point now at least, that Team Flash like only ever has one style of suit for Barry, so they only had like one version of the season 4 suit and stuff like that. It's almost like a running joke, which sort of led to why the flash ring sort of got brought into this season, because Barry needed a suit. So Cisco gets like frustrated when he has to make more than one suit. So you have to think this will just continue into the future. There'd just be like one iteration of every single suit. And we do already know that they have made changes to this season's suit already. Like the helmet that Barry wears, or Grant wears as the Flash, did get a change from episode... You first see it in episode 7, but it's first properly seen in, I think, the crossover. I think the crossover is the first time we properly see it, and also in the trailer for episode 10 as well. So they're willing to change some stuff up. So maybe this suit could get the chin strap by the end of the season. I think the earliest we would get it is most likely next season, and just in the off season they'll fix it or get around to doing it. Or even at the moment they could be doing it, but they might just not, like, you know, debut it until next season. But let's just get on to some bonus questions that you guys left in either my previous videos for The Flash or in my community tab. As I said, if you have any other questions you'd like to be featured in videos, leave them in the comment section down below. But the first one comes from Omar Stone, who asked, do you think Nora is really Dawn or has a sister named Dawn? And I sort of alluded to this in my last video, and I just think that Nora was Dawn in like the OG timeline, but when Reverse Flash came back, killed Barry's mother, Dawn and you know, Barry's daughter in turn was, you know, named in honor of his mother, and Dawn as a name just went out the window, just got chucked out the window, essentially chucked into the Speed Force to never be seen again. So Nora is technically Dawn in the OG timeline, but now she's named Nora in honor of Barry's mother, and that's why Thawne referred to her as Dawn. These names rhyme too much, or they're the same. It's sort of confusing to talk about. The next question comes from Harsh, I think that is how you pronounce it, sorry if I'm wrong, who asked, when is Joe going to be back? Now, a lot of people have been asking me this. When is Joe going to be back? I still don't think he's on set at the moment. I think they're filming episode 13 or 14 at the moment. And Jesse L. Martin, who plays Joe, is still not back. It's getting to the point where I think he might not be back for the rest of the season, because a back injury isn't the easiest thing. You know, think about how important your back. Like, when you have a sore back, when you have a sore back, it's annoying. You know, it's just uncomfortable. Even sitting down is uncomfortable. Like lying on your side and stuff like that is like the best way to heal it, or for like there to be less pain. So if Jesse L. Martin did go on set, he'd probably be on like a lot of painkillers and stuff. So I'd be very, very surprised if he showed up like before episode 16, and even if he did come back, it'd be like very brief appearances. So I'd be surprised if he came back this season, to be completely honest. The thing I'm just interested to see on the show is how they explain his absence, because Cecile hasn't been in an episode since I think episode, is it 6, I think? That was the last time she was properly in an episode, and basically their excuse then was, oh, I went for a walk with Jenna Marie West. Like, that was where he went. So I'm more interested to see how they're going to explain his absence now, going forward. Like, is he going to go on like a holiday by himself or something? Or are they going to take Cecile and Joe out of the show for a bit? It's going to be interesting, but I think Cecile was actually on set, I think, recently, so it seems that she won't be gone. It might just be Joe. Tube Titan asks, do you think Nora will break out Reverse Flash? Maybe. I think it just depends what Nora gets out of it. I don't think Nora's just going to release him for the sake of it. I think there had to be some sort of beneficial deal. But I'd say that's likely. I wouldn't say it's 100% certain, but I'd say it's definitely a chance at happening. And then finally, Gianni asked, is there any reason why Barry doesn't just ask Gideon for certain things, I guess, and why do they only use Gideon like microfiche? I'm not too sure what that means. Might be an idiot. Maybe that's an actual word. I'm not too sure. In regards to Gideon, she's just a plot device, but she's also like a cheat code. So if things need to be found out, they can go to Gideon, but using Gideon is like a cheat code because she's from the future. It's a future AI, knows a lot of information that hasn't happened yet. So I can understand why they don't use her a lot, just because, as I said, cheat code. She was relevant back in season 1 when, you know, Thorne was looking up certain things because, you know, she was from his time. But I think at the moment it's hard to keep her relevant because she is such a cheat code. That's the best way. It's like the best word to use to describe Gideon. Cheat code is just hard to, incorporate her into certain things. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like and the video shows support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on what we went over in this video. As I said, leave any questions you have in the comment section down below and just your general opinions. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.